This is 6-time IFBB Bikini Pro Champion Brina Martinez, and I take ZMA5 to make sure that I get the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6 needed to keep my immune system healthy and snack strong.
There's another fighter out there that has been clamoring to fight Canelo, and that's David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been nothing but a gentleman. He's been professional in the loss of his title on the scale. Before that, it was something that was in his control, but he's manned up and faced his problems and basically has overcome them and has become like a model citizen in boxing. What do you think about this potential fight with Makabu kind of jumping in front of David Benavidez? For all intents and purposes, looked like he's earned a shot at Canelo.
You know, like I said before, I knew Canelo would accomplish the Undisputed Championship. I knew that he could beat every fighter in there once Benavidez was eliminated by losing his title on the scales. You know, I called it. I saw it coming. I was like, oh, okay. So now you want to stay at 168 because you know you can clean out the division and make history. I respect Canelo, man. I respect him. I really do. You know, you didn't do it at 160. You didn't want to do it at 54.
With Demetrius Andrade, he's at 54, called out several times by Demetrius Andrade. Andrade ends up getting stripped. Canelo jumps in and takes the title that Andrade was stripped from. Then we had he moved 160 pounds.
But see, I'm not throwing salt. I'm just giving you facts. If I was throwing salt without facts, then I have no argument. But I'm giving you facts. You know, doesn't mean that Canelo's not great. It doesn't mean that he's not gonna be a great, Mexican champion. He is. He truly is. But if you really sit down and you really think about it, it's like we want to see him be challenged. We don't want to see him in the ring with a guy that's 10 to 1 favorite. Like we want to see, hey, like when we fought Triple G. We want to see him in fights like that where we say, oh man, And you look at David Benavidez, a young guy, bigger guy. He's 168 pounds, just like he is. I think he can impose some sort of a threat to Canelo. He has speed, he has power, he has grit, he's hungry. He's a talented young fighter, So why did I fight that guy? You want to sell out Cowboy Stadium? I promise you, sell out Cowboy Stadium fighting that guy. You want to sell major pay-per-views? Oh, I think you will sell out a lot because this kid's going to talk. The promotion, it'll promote itself. He's brash, he's confident. He's not going to be sitting there respecting Canelo and like everybody else. Like he truly believes that he can compete with him. So that right there to me is an easy sell. An easy sell. And Canelo is want to go up and make history, and that's cute and all. I get it, but that's not what the fans want to see. It's not what the fans want to see, man.
And all jokes aside, though this might sound crazy, just go with me on this for a second. Considering the fact that you're sitting there talking about fighting Makabu, why not go ahead and call Jake Paul out? At least Jake Paul is somebody that we actually know in boxing, or is that too much of a spectacle?
Jake Paul better stay far away from Canelo Alvarez. Okay, I got respect for Jake Paul, and the reason why I do is because he is fighting. He's fighting 8 rounds. He does have a really good trainer in BJ Flores. He is fighting fights. He's building his record. He's building confidence, momentum. He does have the celebrity-ness about him or whatever because he came in backwards. He got, became famous first and then he became a boxer. I'm okay with that. He's making money. He's paying fighters on the undercards a lot of money. I respect him. But the minute he starts calling out and wanting to fight Canelo Alvarez, we know that he's not ready for that. We know that's a big money grab. And everything that he said that he's doing this game for to become a world champion is all bullcrap. So, no. Stay away from Jake Paul. And I don't think Canelo would fight Jake Paul because he has respect for the game, in a sense. So, but what I do think is that he can fight Benavidez. He don't have to go up to 190 pounds to fight Makabu or whatever his name is. I'm sorry if I mess up his names, but I can just tell you this. What he can do, there's a guy named Benavidez and there's a guy named Big Vol. Better be of hold 2
175 champions, a pair of 175 champions.
Canelo, you got a belt already. You got a belt already at 175. You got it from Kovalev. Why don't you go to 175 instead of going to 190? You see easy pickings by going to cruiserweight. Go to 175, and why don't you unify that division? You want to challenge? Don't challenge to 190. Go 175. That's a feasible way for you. There's some killers there. You defeat those guys, I promise you, you'll get the credit. You will get beyond credit, more credit than you've gotten for this undisputed championship. But you'll get it there because those guys are punchers. Those guys are bigger than you. And if you have the skill set to diffuse those guys and get rid of those guys and become undisputed there, now that's history right there. Because nobody's done that. 168 and then go to 175 and then clean it out like that, a light heavyweight? Come on, man. That right there.
Andre Ward was close.
My boy
SOG was close.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You know, but I'm just saying, you do that, that's greatness. That's greatness. Canelo, to me, honestly, he's already somewhat great, I would say. He is. He's accomplished a lot in the sport. A lot in the sports, but we just want to see him we want to see him in a competitive fight. That's it. In a competitive fight. So, forget 190. 175, go there, Canelo.
That's the
where it
ticket.
needs to be. Yep.